So, a question you get asked a lot,
Oh,
Nick,
yes.
is why we don't have children. My story is very different, but it's not about my story. But this is for people that are child free, because the world is very different now. There is, and I have found, I don't know about this, but I've found a lot of women and men in their coming up to me in the 50s and 60s, where they had mothers and fathers that weren't maternal,
Yes.
But they were expected to have them.
Yes, of course.
They were expected to have them because that was the thing to do. That
Yes.
they had to get married. They didn't want to get married, but they had to get married and they had to do this. So I'm kind of like dealing with the trauma with those. But but as I said, my journey is very different to yours. But yeah, why didn't you decide to have children?
Why? I'm not maternal, I'm going to be very honest. A lot of women find that really strange.
No,
Women are very judgmental and be like, no, you don't want kids. No, never wanted them, wasn't maternal. Now, I love my dogs, but my dogs are not child substitutes. They're absolutely not. I love the dog as the dog. So I was never maternal, never in the right relationship to have a child. If I was going to be with someone, if I was with the right person, I may have felt different. But when I was married, my husband desperately wanted children, desperately. And in fact, he blames me to this day the fact he still hasn't got them. He blames me for him not having children.
Yeah.
He could have found someone else.
Absolutely.
And I was very clear when we first married,
Yeah.
I didn't want children. Lots of people ask me, am I sorry? No. No. I've never regretted it, ever. I see people my age now and their children have left and they've got grandchildren. Do they regret having children? Some of them do, yes.
There's a group, there's a few groups on social media about I regret having children. The one thing that I don't regret not having children. I've had a very different experience. But the one thing that I've had is when people, because I'm married and I've been married a long time.
Yes.
They'll say, how many children have you got?
Yeah.
And then I turn around and go, oh, none. And I had one person say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I've got to be honest, I really did take offence at that.
Yes.
I was like, why are you sorry? It's my
Yes.
choice not to have gone down that road.
Yes.
I could have easily have gone down different routes.
Yes.
And I'm going to share something.
Go
right?
on.
And I'm not going to say anything else, but somebody once said to me, it's such a shame that you didn't give your husband children
I've had that.
because he would have been an amazing dad.
I've had people say to me, you would have been an amazing mum.
Yeah, and
You've missed out.
yeah.
But I haven't missed out.
No.
And I probably would be an amazing mum. I'm a brilliant mum to my dogs.
Yeah.
But I didn't want children.
No. Do you think that's a lot to do with the upbringing you had, though, Nick?
Yes, yeah, because I wouldn't be the same as my mother. Please don't think
No,
I would.
no.
I wouldn't. But my childhood wasn't the best. So my vision of being a child is not great. So would I want to bring someone into that world? No.
And the world is a very horrible place now, isn't it?
I'd be living on my nerves.
I know.
Oh, I couldn't cope with that. I mean, I worry about the
I know.
dogs.
I know.
No, I couldn't cope with it. No.
Yeah. And I'll always remember another person saying to me, because we did think about adoption for a little while, but lots and lots of things got in the way. And they turned around and said, well, it would never be part of the family, would it? Because it's, and it said it, because it's not
dreadful.
blood.
Blood doesn't make you family.
No. 100% no.
Blood does not make you family.
That's and those judgments.
Yes.
You know,
I
unless
got
you
goosebumps with that. That's
Yeah.
a disgusting thing
I know,
to say.
100%.
That's awful.
And you know the one thing that it always does is the judgment. And you know,
Yes.
that is it. But I think one of the reasons I wanted us to talk about it is because we have been judged all our lives for
Yes.
not being mothers. You know, and for not being, you know, but I've got wonderful nieces and nephews, and they bought me Mother's Day cards and things, because they were a massive part of our lives. So you know that was, you know, you have that, but the judgment and the comments that people make.
People assume I haven't. Very rare people assume I've got children. Most people assume I haven't got children. If I'm honest,
Yeah.
I think they look at me and they have said to you, "Oh, you don't look like you've got kids." And I say, "What do you mean?" Some people say you look a bit selfish because you're so into yourself. And my choice is, well,
You're
yeah,
so into
so
yourself.
into myself. I can be because it's myself. Yeah, I've had that. You're so into yourself.
What
so
the
you
heck?
don't look like you've got children.
Oh, you see,
I know.
this world we live in judgment, isn't it? So I would say that I'm very into myself because I do spend, as you know, a lot of money on clothes and shoes and bags and everything else that I can possibly get in my handbags. And yeah, but is that, I take pride in myself. Is there anything wrong with that?
Someone said this as well, and I hope this goes in actually. Someone said to me, and I've had this a few times, but someone said, you look high maintenance.
Oh, I've had that.
And my reply is, I am high maintenance, but I'm paying for the
Absolutely.
maintenance. So I can be high maintenance.
I love
I'm paying for it.
I love that.